Hi, are you ready for the story?
Today, I, Jacqueline, will be reading Matilda, a story written by Roald Dahl. It's a funny thing about parents. Even when their own child is the most disgusting little blister you could ever imagine, they still think that they are wonderful. Some parents go further. They become so blinded by adoration, they manage to convince themselves that their child has qualities of genius. Well, there's nothing very wrong with all this. It's the way of the world. It is only when parents begin telling us about the brilliance of their own revolting offspring that we start shouting, "Bring us a basin, we're going to be sick." School teachers suffer a good deal from having to listen to the sword of twaddle from proud parents. But they usually get their own back when the time comes to write the end-of-term reports. If I were a teacher, I would cook up some real scorchers for the children of doting parents. "Your son, Maximilian," I would write, "is a total washout. I hope you have a family business you can push him into when he leaves school, because he sure as heck won't get a job anywhere else." Or, if I were feeling lyrical that day, I might write, "It is a curious truth that grasshoppers have their hearing organs in the sides of the abdomen. Judging by what your daughter Vanessa has learned this term, the fact alone is more interesting than anything I have taught her in the classroom." I might even delve deeper into natural history and say, "The periodical circada spent 6 years a grub underground and no more than 6 days as a free creature of sunlight and air. Your son Wilfred has spent 6 years as a grub in the school." And we are still waiting for him to emerge from the chrysalis. A particularly poisonous little girl might sting me into saying, "Fiona has the same glacial beauty as an iceberg, but unlike the iceberg, she has absolutely nothing below the surface." I think I might enjoy writing end-of-term reports for the stinkers in my class, but enough of that. We have to get on. Occasionally, one comes across parents who take the opposite line, who show no interest at all in their children. And these are, of course, far worse than the doting ones. Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood were two such parents. They had a son called Michael and a daughter called Matilda. And the parents looked upon Matilda in particular as nothing more than a scrap. A scab is something you have to put up with until the time comes when you can pick it off and flick it away. Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood looked forward enormously to the time when they could pick their little daughter off and flick her way, preferably into the next country, or even further than that. How sad. I wonder how Matilda would have felt in the situation. But maybe Matilda is on her way for success.